Hi guys, it's your health coach Sarah, and today's health tip that I want to talk about is eating too much protein. Now, some people can eat higher proteins than other people, and it doesn't affect them too much. But then I have certain people that, especially if they have some blood sugar issues already, insulin resistance issues, there are also some genetic factors that can go into not eating too much protein. And so if you go too high on eating cheese and eating protein, eating a big breakfast. I had a lady this morning that was like, had just kind of gotten started with keto and low carb, and she was like, I'm so happy I can eat, eggs and bacon and all this stuff for breakfast. And but then she got on our scale and our fat mass had actually increased. And so what we talked about was, you really gotta watch, like, especially if you are a smaller woman, right? She was 5'4", I'm 5'3". I have a lot of women patients that are 5 foot, 4'11" to 5'3", and it really is kind of key that you only be at between maybe 70 and 85 grams of protein in a day. And if you think that 1 8-ounce chicken breast is 70 grams of protein, then that's not a ton of food. What I have done and what I found works for me is that if I kind of limit breakfast, even though, on the weekends or something, I will do more of breakfast, but it'll be later in the day and more of kind of a brunch, and then I won't really necessarily eat lunch like I do kind of during the week with a more regimented time. But during the week, I will usually just eat one piece of bacon, or one hard-boiled egg and one piece of bacon, or sometimes not even eat breakfast at all, so that I have that protein of my 70 to 80 grams of protein that I get in a day, that I have it left over for lunch and dinner, and that I'm not using it all at the beginning of the day and then being starving at the end of the day. So definitely that lady this morning, we talked about really cutting back on breakfast, and or if she's going to do a big breakfast, then really cutting back on lunch a little bit, and trying to kind of spread her protein out throughout the day. So because it's more filling, it takes a little longer to digest, so it'll keep you full a lot longer. And then really focusing on getting those fats in. I think she was just focused on protein, which is just the natural inclination that I found in my practice for people to do. That once you say take out the carbs, then they go full force on the protein, and don't really kind of find that mix, or adding in the fats too. So watch the protein. If you feel that you're at a stall, really drop your protein a little bit and see if that helps you kind of get past, because you can still eat keto foods and gain weight, right? Just because you're eating low carb doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to lose weight. It has to be in the right proportions for your body. And while calories aren't our focus, the macronutrients are. They still add up to a certain number of calories, and too many calories is too many calories, and you are going to gain weight. So watch the protein and figure out the right amount for your body, if you're protein sensitive or not, and if too much protein is an issue for you. Okay? All right. I will talk to you later. Bye.